scheduled to vote on Gina McCarthy's nomination to head the Environmental Protection Agency. Right before the scheduled vote, all the Republicans decided not to show up. Under Senate rules, that meant there was no quorum and that the vote could not take place. The President has done his job. He named an outstanding nominee for the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, Gina McCarthy. Gina's dedicated her professional life to the protection of our public health and to the stewardship of our environment. She was confirmed to her previous position at the EPA as Assistant Administrator for Air and Radiation by voice vote without objection. Now, just to be clear, this means that most of the members of this chamber have already voted to approve her once before. Gina also has a long record of working effectively across party lines. She served under Republican and Democratic governors alike, including working for Governor Mitt Romney, the most recent Republican presidential nominee. Her record in Massachusetts was stellar, and she has done all of us in the Commonwealth proud through her service in Washington. Gina herself has also done her job, and more. She has answered a staggering 1,120 questions from the Environment and Public Works Committee. That is the largest number of questions ever asked of a nominee facing Senate confirmation. To put this in some perspective, 4 years ago, when the last confirmed administrator of the EPA, Lisa Jackson, was asked 157 questions during her nomination process. When Congress convened in January, many of us, both veterans and newcomers, were concerned that this kind of obstructionism would persist in the new Congress. We pushed hard for changes to the filibuster rules. We understood the passions on both sides of the issue, and we listened to our colleagues. Ultimately, the two sides reached a compromise that many of us were concerned about, but it included a clear understanding that the Democrats would not make substantial changes to the filibuster, and in return, the Republicans would not abuse its use. But in the past 3 months, abuse has been piled on abuse. Republicans have prevented votes on judges, on agency heads, and on administration secretaries. This is wrong. Republicans can vote no on any nominee they choose, but blocking a vote is nothing more than obstructionism. Blocking the business of government, the business of protecting people from cheating credit card companies or from mercury in the water or from unfair labor practices. This must stop. The President has done his job. Gina McCarthy has done her job. Now it is time for the Senate to do its job. Gina McCarthy deserves a vote. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield.
Senior Senator from New Hampshire.